Good morning, it is Monday the 7th. I'm just about to head out. It's just turned 11 o'clock. So yeah, I'll see what today brings. Weather's kind of on and off at the moment. It's it's sunny, but it's freezing. I've just had a little look back at some of the other Mondays that I've worked. Granted, they were kind of like similar sort of shifts. Might have come out a little bit later on some of them, but I've kind of done similar kind of hours, and they all seem to be around 100, 120. I think the one going right back was like 140. I think that was like a bit of a split shift. So yeah, it seems to be almost like Uber the techs. Right, okay, you've had your fill, irrespective of how many hours you've worked. That there's £100, be quiet kind of thing. Just seems a bit too coincidental to look back and the daily amount is almost identical to what it was week in, week out. So I don't know, we'll see what happens anyway. I'm just about to go online now, so I will keep you posted shortly. So a little update. I've come home, so I've got a few little bits to do, but to be honest, it's been really quiet. So I came online at 11 o'clock, was it? Yep. And I had a little drive through Ormskirk, nothing. Headed towards Southport, nothing. So I didn't get my first job until 5 to 12. So yeah, I didn't do anything for the first hour. What was really ironic about it was the guy that I picked up was going to the garage because his car had just been MOT'd. And he was an Uber driver. So it seems to be like the only business that's going is to take other Uber drivers to go and sort their cars out. So it's ridiculous. I mean, it was £4.67 for 1.2 miles. I mean, to be fair, he gave me a £1 tip as well. So yeah, £5.67 for the first hour, technically. It's not letting me click. Oh, yeah. So yeah, I done that job, then I had to wait around for like another 10 minutes. Got a little tiny job, £3.74 for 1.3 miles. And then £6.85 for 4.1 miles. And then a £7.07 for 2.5 miles. And then a £3.72 for 1.4. And then a £4.35 for 1.9. Yeah, and then I came offline. It was about 1:45. Drove back home. So yeah, I've done technically 3 hours, and I've only made. I was offered 8 trips, and I've done all 8 of them, and I'm only on £38.95. So basically £13 an hour, which is ridiculous, to be honest. I mean, £13 an hour. Don't forget, obviously, I need to take my expenses off that as well. So yeah, it's just it's ridiculous. So yeah, I've got a few little bits now to do for the next hour or so. And I might be picking a little one up from school. I'll see what the weather's like. I've been meaning to sort the garden out, to be honest, for the past like 2 or 3 weeks now, but the weather's just always been bad. I'm supposed to be throwing it down, it said, all day today, and they can't even get the weather right these days. It's currently like 16 degrees, and now there's no rain until Friday, apparently. So yeah, I might come back and do that instead, because it's I can't be bothered driving around for £13 an hour. It's not even £13 an hour, because by the time this SD card keeps crashing, I'm gonna have to sort that out. Let me have a quick little look, just to try and give me a bit of an idea of what my hourly expenses are. So there, for example, 11.05. I think I've done it, but I haven't like written it down. I'll come back to you in a sec. I'll have a little think. Right, quickly shot over a couple of little figures there. I'd say roughly, obviously it depends on how many hours you've worked and whatnot. It's about £3 an hour for when you're, so for every hour that you work, it's roughly £3 in expenses, you know, and that's basically to cover things like insurance, your car, your license, your DBS subscription, your medical, to have the vehicle plated, my operator's license. That's leaving off other little things like the home charge, you know, and supercharge, things like that. So it might well, it'll be a little bit more, but again, it fluctuates. You know, you know, you might have a 30-hour week, or you might do an 80-hour week. You know, it's just to give you a rough bit of an idea. So like I said, that today, if I finished there at just £13 an hour, and then you take off your £3 an hour expenses, and then you take off your tax and your national insurance, you know, you're going to work out that you're on like, well, £7.50 an hour, something like that, which is obviously miles less than minimum wage. So yeah, I know I've said it loads in the past, but you will have hours that are obviously really rubbish. You know, you'll have hours where you've earned nothing, but then you will have hours where you'll make £50-60 in the 1 hour. So it is swings and roundabouts, and you've just got to kind of take the good with the bad, and it just kind of like averages itself out over the week, or even better when you look at it on like a bit of a monthly basis. So yeah, I'll see how it goes. I might come back out later. If not, then yeah, this will be the end of the video, and it'll be a bit of a shambolic day, but it is what it is. And this is one of the reasons why I basically do this like on the side, is because it's because of the flexibility of it. You know, I don't now need to go to a boss and say, oh, can I stop working, can I go home, can I use some holiday. You know, I can just log off. I'm going to go inside now and have something to eat, you know. So yeah, it's one of the pluses, and obviously one of the setbacks is it's if you don't go out and earn the money, then basically you just spend the money, because obviously the outgoings are still going to be there at the end of the week or the month, however you look at it. So yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, I'll either see you in a bit when I'm heading back out, or that's the end of the video, and thanks for watching. Good evening, it is 7:15. I thought I'd come back out for a couple of little hours and see if we can improve on the shoddy £13 an hour that I had this morning. So I will keep you posted shortly. Final update, just got home and it was pretty dismal, to be honest. So I came out at about 7:15, was it? Got my first job, which was a little Ormskirk to Ormskirk for 79 for 2.9 miles. Basically just stayed around Ormskirk. £3.60 for 1.1 miles, a £7.90 for 3.4, a £3.61 for 1 mile, and then a £6.55, which took me a little bit closer to home. And then I just thought, I'll just call it a night. So it's just turned 8:30, so I've done an hour and 45 minutes, and I think I got about £27 for that hour and a half. So yeah, it was so quiet. So today I've only done £65.40, and that was for 4.5 hours. So yeah, I mean, I haven't really done many hours when you think about it. But it was just so quiet. So it works out about £14.50 an hour. So the hourly rate went up a smidge from this morning, but still dismal, yeah. I mean, I could have really have done more hours. All I can think of is I'll try and get out earlier tomorrow instead of starting at 11. And plus I don't need to be back as early as I did today. So yeah, things might improve a little bit tomorrow. So yeah, other than that, pretty dismal Monday really. So I will catch you on the next one.